TwitterX ads and organic. That's the subject of today's episode. It is before 8 a.m. on a Saturday morning. It's raining outside. It's beautiful. It's beautiful rain. I don't know if you can hear this. It's raining. I have a candle lit. It's nice in here. It really is. And I've been learning a lot over the last couple of days about TwitterX, both ads and organic. So I'm going to share some of the things that I'm learning. I'm going to start with ads, with paid media, and then I will get into organic. First thing I learned, advertorials get lower cost per mil, CPMs, because they have higher engagement. I'm going to break this down. So an advertorial, that's an article that's also an advertisement. When we're running Twitter ads, we're running them because we want to advertise something. And so if you run those ads to an advertorial, you can get higher engagement, higher retention, and lower cost per 1,000 views, which means that you can get more impressions for less money. As an example, last week, I was running an ad, maybe it was a week before, I was running an ad to an article that I wrote about how domain authority and search engine optimization is like a video game. That's a great article. You can see it on my website, edwardsturm.com, and then /articles. The title of that is Growth Hacks for Leveling Up Your Bulbasaur. I love that title. I ran ads to that article in order to convert people to my newsletter. I say at the top of the article, this is from Edwards Growth Hacking Newsletter. If you want to subscribe, you can click here. That article got 8.5 million impressions and I believe 11,000 link clicks for $4. Not bad. 8.5 million impressions, 11,000 link clicks for $4. And apparently advertorials get lower CPMs everywhere. This was something that I learned recently. I think it's very valuable. It's a very valuable piece of information. So now I am starting many campaigns to either affiliate articles that I have written or just articles that I've written which convert people to my newsletter. Another thing that I'm seeing with TwitterX ads, I guess I should back up. If you are a new listener to the show, I discovered this glitch. I call it the TwitterX ads glitch, where you get millions of impressions, thousands of link clicks for $1 a day ad spend. And it really is a glitch. You have to input specific settings. If you just do one of the settings, it doesn't work. If you'd like to learn how to do that, you can listen to episode 80 of The Edward Show, where I give the settings to do it. And it's kind of funny that I'm telling people this is how you can learn this thing, because the next thing that I learned is that this glitch is not working as well as it was a month or a month and a half ago. And when I really discovered this, it's like really funny seeing all the videos on TikTok now, all the tweets talking about this. Many of them credit me, and I appreciate those who listen to the pod and those who credit me. Others do not, but it's still funny to me because they use the same language, which I thought of. It's just, I see it as a compliment. But when I first went viral talking about this glitch, it was on TikTok. I made a video about it. It got 720,000 views on TikTok. And I knew that, well, I didn't know. I thought, if I make videos about this and it goes viral, well, Twitter's just going to fix it really fast. So I thought that the glitch was going to stop working, or at least not work as well, because I would shed light on it and then Twitter would fix it. And actually what happened is it isn't working as well as it used to, but not because Twitter fixed it, just because everyone's doing it now. It's just because everybody's doing the TwitterX ads glitch now. So I think I'm getting anywhere between 60 to 35% the results that I was getting a month ago. That's what I'm seeing. I actually think the churn of people running these ads will be high because you can only run the ads for 4 days and then you have to create a new campaign. If you try to change the campaign, the glitch doesn't work. If it goes past 4 days, the glitch stops working. So it has to be $1 a day ad spend with a $4 budget, and then you have to restart the campaign. And for a lot of people, that's a pain. That's a pain in the butt. Not just that, people forget. And so I think the churn will be pretty high, which means that maybe in 2 months, the glitch will work better. But also, I don't know how much worse it can get. Like, I don't know how much more the performance can decrease. I think there are rare individuals like me who can remember to do things every day, especially to create like 3 of these campaigns every day. So I would bet the churn of people doing this, not because it isn't valuable, it's amazing, just because people are lazy and people are used to setting campaigns that last for weeks, and they can't do that with this. So it's very possible that the performance will not get that much worse. And if anything, it'll get better. And don't get me wrong, it's still great. It's still amazing. Yesterday, or maybe the day before, I think I got 1.9 million impressions for $3. That's still amazing. That is still amazing. But I'm used to getting for $3, I'm used to getting 4 million impressions, twice as many. Let's talk about Twitter organic. This is something that I noticed. I saw a tweet from this guy, Benjamin Bowman, and he said, I wish people would stop putting links in their tweets. I don't want to click off the platform. And if it's a video, I wish I was just watching it here. And over the last couple of days, I put this podcast up on Twitter every day. When I record one every day, I pin a tweet to my profile in a long thread of each episode, starting from the very first one. I started doing this with the very first episode of the Edward Show. I pin a tweet to my profile explaining what today's episode is about, and then giving a link to the episode on Spotify. And recently I started just putting in the full episodes, the video of the full episode. It's not a video of me, it's a video of a color-changing background of the Edward Show album cover with the audio from the episode. And what I found is that those videos will get so many more views and plays than tweets that contain a link to Spotify. People don't want to leave the app. People are lazy. They don't want to click off. It's not just that. They don't want to have to shift their attention to a new app. And maybe they go into Spotify and then Spotify recommends them something and they have to close a pop-up. Maybe there's an ad on Spotify. So many reasons why people don't want to leave the app. And so if you have media and you are promoting your media, I actually know a lot of people who, like myself, run these cheap Twitter X ads, these insane Twitter X ads to their podcasts, to their videos. If you're one of those people, don't take people off the platform if you can avoid it. Now you'll see me putting in videos of my podcast and pinning them like I was doing with Spotify. This means that I will get less downloads when I go into my podcast host, so it will look like I'm not getting as many plays. However, I know that spread out across all of my platforms, because the videos come out on YouTube as well, but spread out across especially Twitter X and my podcast host, it'll be a decent amount. It is a tremendous increase in listens when you don't make people leave the platform to go listen or view someplace else. The last thing I'm going to share on today's episode 108 of the Edward Show, the last thing that I learned, and I shared this on a previous episode. I shared this on a TikTok. Thought it was great advice. It's from Nikita Beer. I heard it a few days ago at a New York Tech Week panel, and Nikita said this method crushes in the algorithm. Nikita Beer is a legendary startup technology founder poster on Twitter. And he said, I basically just post things that 90% of people agree with and 10% of people strongly disagree with and fume in the comments. Some people will even put up tweets misspelling things to get corrected because they want the engagement on the tweet. And so when Nikita shares things that 90% of people agree with, those people share it. The 10% of people who strongly disagree with it, they comment on it. And that drives a lot of performance within the algorithm. This works across many, many platforms. I thought that was such good advice. Pretty much all platforms, I think the strategy works with. This is episode 108 of The Edward Show. There's a dog barking outside. I don't know if you can hear that. This rain, some days I hate the rain, but this rain is quite nice this morning. My candle smells of pumpkin. We're going to make today a great day. Today's going to be a great day. Thank you everybody so much for listening. I hope this episode brought value. I hope all my episodes bring value. I will talk to all of you again tomorrow. Bye now.